Every time when I see a fire.
Think of the Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of.
You stalled. You stalled. Hold on. Hold on, Sandy. Don't do anything, Sandy. If you can hear us, don't do anything.
She just hit the Charizard, and she just hit the Charizard, and we would never know.
Sandy, don't move.
Call her, man. Call her. How does this happen after you
don't move? Welcome to episode 2. You walked in on us during our regular everyday lives. And then, of course, there's the floating Pikachu, our mascot, our Annabelle Pikachu. On today's episode, we're going to focus on a couple of things where each of us are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to showcase some comic books that I picked up today. When this airs, it might have been a week, it might be 2 weeks. These books came out, but it's okay. I can still talk about. Bobby, you're going to show Funkos? Is that correct?
And you know that's not my forte, but there was something that really gravitated me to pick these up. Decided to show the audience.
Sandy, you have some openings. So are you doing Pokemon opening?
I do. Shining Fates ETB
Ooh.
retail price.
Wow.
Yes, and how did you get that retail?
Yeah.
Connection.
I think we should end in the ETB.
I mean, we got to end it with the possible Charizard.
If it does, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah, I'll tier 2.
That's my line.
So our lovely Sandy was able to obtain 6 GameStop promo flapples. And there's a sense of envy. But I was able to snag one organically through the GameStop app where I ordered this awesome Pikachu Funko Pop. The metallic vinyl Pikachu Funko Pop. And it came with a free promo flapple.
That's it. I want my money back because I've got the same Pikachu and I didn't get a flapple card.
You know, sometimes.
Back to the future.
I didn't want to say this earlier, but
it's not that rare, bro. Why is he acting like this is rare?
It's not rare, it's cool.
It's cool.
I actually have a lot of comic books.
It was like, oh, you mentioned Amazing Fantasy 15.
I'm back from the future.
Got collectible Pikachu. Again, like we always say, we don't know everything, but we know some stuff and we can always learn. Releasing a lot in the line. You got your Cubone.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I did get that. I don't think that's part of the 25th anniversary one, actually. But
No, I mean, I just know that these were released. There's a lot of them released. The Mew.
Later in May, a metallic Bulbasaur, if I'm correct.
I feel like anything that is released this year is going to be special. 25th year anniversary.
Funko actually has Goonies. I've already pre-ordered this. They have a Goonies release.
I bet you guys thought I was gonna drop it, huh? I know you would think that from good old Chuck. You idiot!
Again, nostalgia, so that's in the
That
works.
doesn't surprise me, Anthony.
He's just like an old soul, isn't he?
He wants to live in the 80s, but as an adult. He didn't want to grow up in the 80s.
Right.
He wanted to be a full-grown adult in the 80s. That's his. He wanted to be a vampire. He wanted to be a gremlin, and he wanted to drive.
It's okay, Bobby, you can say it. He's got an old soul.
Yeah.
One of his nicknames for me is actually Fossil.
Every time we hit a fossil card, that's Anthony.
Is there a fossil card?
It just
There
happened.
is.
It
Every
just
time I
happened.
pull that card, I'm like, it's Anthony.
Anthony.
You mean the Woolly Mammoth card?
No, he looks like a woolly mammoth.
Oh, Lycanroc?
No, his name's got wool something in it.
I still can't tell you what that
It
damn
was actually double.
Pokemon is.
It was double.
It was. Let me get to this cool Funko Pop that I found. So Sandy and I, we walked into Modesty Comics, and I believe we all been there before, right? Great shop. They have everything, right? It's in Fifth Avenue in New York City, so
It's a bit of a ripoff.
quite expensive.
The prices are high, yet they have Funkos that's sort of hard to find in some other places for regular price, which is actually really good. That's the one thing I can't say about myself.
And you have to know the city to know that it's there. And I remember seeing this album pop. Have you seen that yet? The album pop?
You mean like the Biggie?
Got it. I see this album pop, and it was a glance, but I didn't purchase it. It registered. It stuck in me, right? You know, walk into another collectible store, and I see another album pop, but it wasn't the Notorious B.I.G. It happened to be Lil Wayne's album, the Carter 3. Right next to it, Queen. This isn't a one-off, right? If you started in collecting, if you started in comic book cards, you knew that, you know, like, no one expected Funko Pops to be what it is today, right? So it's really going to be very difficult to backtrack the beginnings and the origins of the most valuable Funko Pops there is, right? So it's really going to be very difficult to backtrack. But the album pops released not too long ago. And I would say in 2020, it's phenomenal and has so much potential. I mean, just imagine all the cool albums and all the cool music growing up and even in these times. Now here's the showcase, right? The album pop.
So the idea is very nice.
That is so cool.
From the time this video is released, there's at least 9 album pops released so far. It's a bad reflection, but how cool is that?
I didn't even know they had that.
Ready for this? Black Sabbath.
Oh my God.
And a Mall.
That Lemmy?
Motorhead Ace of Spades. Right, and I do have a Queen, but I'm not going to go back and get there. So far I have 5 out of the 9. And so you know I'm a completist, and it would not stop until I collect them all.
It's probably the coolest one.
And there's also a Walmart exclusive. Forgive me, I don't remember the artist of the album.
They have to have a Prince one, right? I mean,
Imagine the potential of this thing. Imagine how far this thing can
go. Oh, there he goes. Bam!
You see, he knows the potential.
Hey, Chris Angel.
I'm free. Look what he's about to do. He's about to jump on my shit.
You have, and I see right behind you, there's something going on behind you with the pops.
Right here is my collection of The Simpsons, right? So I'm a big Simpsons fan.
Something going on with Sandy. She's touching a lot of different areas in collecting, and I would not be surprised she completes the entire Simpsons set before you do.
Yeah, okay.
It's possible.
Not gonna happen.
It's possible. I'm telling you, the Linkin Park one is probably the one that I see on eBay that's going for the highest resale.
Maybe I have one already.
Yeah, of course. She ended up getting the Stan Lee, the graffiti Stan Lee.
Sandy did help me get this graffiti Stan Lee that's right here.
You know what you got in the table in terms of the comics? I know it's a new comic book day. It's Wednesday, not necessarily when we're going to air this, but we can talk about it.
I've missed being in the comic book store for a couple of weeks. I got a pile. There's some stuff that's a little bit older, but so there are different types of collectors when it comes to comic books. People collect just for the artwork. Some people collect for the storylines. And some people collect for the exclusivity and the collectability of them. #1 issues, you know, what they believe these rare comics may become. So the type of collector that I am is I don't necessarily read all of my comic books. And I know that that's a travesty in the comic book world, but I'm sorry.
Digital platform now. I mean, you could at least download the digital platform.
You see how upset it gets. So I don't claim to know anything. You know, Bobby probably will know more than I do, but I just can't see myself collecting 50s and 60s and 70 and 80, 90 comic books in a row. So, you know, 1 of 6 or 1 of 8 or something, I might collect a set of those. I do a lot of #1s. I do a lot based on the artwork. So it might be the 35th book, but I don't have any of the other ones. But whatever, something stood out to me.
Bobby's got like a little thinking bubble, like, how many do I have in my storage unit? 5,000?
You wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
This thing is.
I would believe it.
I absolutely love and adore comics.
You're just so passionate about it, right?
I think passion has something to do with it. I love storytelling. I think Auntie and I share a strong passion for art. Like we just love and could appreciate the art. And I think you, to a sense, love art too. Art is everywhere. The art in the cards, the art in the comic books, sculpted with the pops and the boxes.
What I love about this is I am learning so much from you guys. I don't know anything about comic. I used to read comic when I was a kid. I kind of stopped it for a very long time, and now I'm kind of getting back into it. But there's so much I don't know. This is great.
Yeah, well, I've seen Anthony work his magic in a comic book shop. Has this instant scan. He just knows what he's getting.
I went to a comic book store with him once. He's already a frustrating person to me, but he was standing in this one little corner, just looking at the same book. Like, you obviously want this book. That's why you went back a couple of times.
The love affair, the instant attraction.
So I'm not going to hold the book in my hand because the sweat from the hand and the ink and all that stuff put a book that was already warped that I found, and I kept it on the bottom, and then I piled up top. That book can go back on the shelf, and then the rest of the pile can be paid. So what I do is I scan through everything, whether or not I want to pick up that book or if that's a book to get. To what you were saying, Sandy, I think that's what's great for people who may not be into comic books or Funkos. As you're learning it, they're learning it. Person to connect to that's also just to learn this nerd culture. And
I feel like I'm getting private lessons. Absolutely loving it.
she's already hinted that she's read comics. She's already hinted that she did Pokemon. Whatever was inside of her is coming back out. I got this at Midtown Comics on Grand Central. The first one was the autograph signature, which is always pretty cool for the same retail price. So this one is cool just because it's cool. I'm a nostalgia guy, so it's Batman and Scooby-Doo.
DC did something like that a few years ago with, remember the Elmer Fudd and Batman cover.
So this is Children of the Atom 2, right? When the X-Men get sidekicks. So these are like the X-Men sidekicks. But while I was searching in Midtown Comics, I noticed that one cover was lighter than the other cover. I believe that this was either a misprint on this end or a secret rare. Now, there was an actual Children of the Atom secret, variant that came out for the first issue. The next thing that I did was try to figure out whether or not this was a secondary printing. For people new to the comic book world, there's a couple of ways to find out whether or not a comic book is a secondary printing. Sometimes the shelf shows that it's a secondary printing or reprint. Sometimes right above the label, it'll say second printing. It'll say in the credits, secondary printing. The foolproof way is basically looking at the barcode. If you look very closely, it'll be a 5-digit number that's be located right here. The first 3 numbers is really the number of the book itself. This one says 002, so it's the number 2. The 4th number,
it's a printing, the type of printing.
The 4th number could say 2, and that just means it's a variant or a different cover. But the last digit is the one you're looking for. If it says 1, then it's the first printing. If it says 2, then second, 3, 4. These both say 1. So that's why it shows that that's sort of rare.
I didn't realize there's like a system in place for barcode. Now I'm going to look at that.
Well, you'll be surprised. Like some of these second printings now more valuable than the first printings.
I got Way of the X.
Yeah, but what made you buy that one? Like, was it
So again, it's the number 1.
Oh, it's the number 1s. Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy, if you're in a comic book shop, right? Does it attract you? Like, do you say okay?
I would get that just because the character on the cover looks like Anthony. It kind of looks like you when you're like multiplying with anger or something.
This is all about artwork. I mean, it's just beautiful. This
is probably my favorite because of all the detail. Are there any comic books without any sort of writing?
Minimal dialogue I've seen.
I would imagine it's very hard to create.
Story could be told just based on the illustrations. An immense dialogue for the first 3-4 pages, and then following pages may not have much dialogue, but you get the story.
Do you feel like nowadays compared to before, there's a lot more dialogue?
100%. From like 2011 till now, and we're saying nearly 10 years, we're in a really good time. Artists and writers.
Of course, the comic book world, along with the video game industry, is just getting better and better and better. We already know these things. Comic books and video games are great, and now everybody's starting to get to see what we've already known, reaching massive audiences. Huge thing to find out when X-Men was being made. Oh my God, they finally did it. I remember the 1,000 rumors that this person was going to play Cyclops and this person was going to play Wolverine. Now it is what it is today. And it's like, there's a great documentary about it. So I would suggest anybody to go and check the documentary. Movies that people didn't even realize were comic book movies.
Yeah.
Let's just start off with some great artwork, and it also features a really cool dude. Yeah, Berserker. And so this is done by Keanu Reeves.
Oh my God, my mom loves him.
This is actually a great looking cover, by the way. You know, it's all black and red and him.
Phenomenal cover.
The man known as Berserker is a half mortal and half god, but after wandering the world for centuries, Berserker may have finally found a refuge, working for the US government to fight the battles, definitely for mature readers. It's a little like Constantine, to be quite honest.
That's a fun fact. Keanu Reeves played Constantine. I don't care what anyone says. I love that damn movie.
I love it too. So I got this one, crossover.
The Savage Dragon. Please tell me that's Eric Larson art.
Oh, yes, it is. You're absolutely right.
You're good.
This is so this is Transformers with My Little Pony. It's awesome. Black and white. You know, if you look at the internal page.
But the problem right now, like I can't forget the Transformer and pony thing that we just seen right now. I mean, what is it? Bumblebee tosses a pony up in the sky and a rainbow's created.
They both run by Hasbro. So that's why they did this match.
You're a brony. You're a brony. You love My Little Pony. You're a brony.
I'm trying to speed this through here. This is taking forever. Marvels. Right? Man-Thing is actually starting to become very popular. Coming out with the X-Men, Miles Morales. Reason why I got it is really the cover art. I've never really seen cover art like this. Nostalgia. X-Men Legends. This is the series that's gotten me back to reading the comic books again. 30 years in the make. This sort of takes it back old school, and it continues the storyline from many years ago as well. And the storyline is actually not that bad. It's actually really good. So
you know what? I'll read it.
The first, is it Superman in 1930 something that
Action
was
Comics
sold for like $3 million?
So each his own, because some people believe it's Detective Comics 27, first appearance of Batman, or Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man. But if you had to choose, more than likely you go for the Action Comics one.
You have so many. Do you put it in a bookshelf? Do you put it in a box? Do you?
It's in a box. And then they have their own sleeve. So there's a sleeve and there's a backboard. Every comic book, not just like the special. It's time for Sandy to reveal her E.T.
Is it time?
Look, I'm calling it, right? Psychic moment. Ready? A VMAX shiny ditto.
Are you gonna do like me and start opening and showing the book and then hear yourself tell me?
Anthony,
No,
I'm not
it's-
an amateur.
You've sure done this before. You're so quick.
What did you get, Anthony?
I got the Rose Trainer. I got the Secret Rare Kyorga. I got the VMAX Probat. I got what can I keep
We all
going?
have that.
I know, but it took you 13 ETBs. It took me one.
No. But that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the Charizard.
Charizard. She's still looking for the Charizard. Let's go. Anthony.
Ooh.
Oh.
General Mills, baby.
Wait a minute, guys. How come you have a General Mills pack? Anthony, how come you have multiple packs of the General Mills cereal? Hold on, where's mine?
I have your pack. I'm very scared right now. I have your pack. All right, we're going straight to it.
Oh, I see black. Hold on. Whoa. Slowly. Oh.
Let me guess, that's a Crobat.
She's right. Oh, man.
This is how good I am now.
Fighting. It's my thing.
Oh! Oh my god!
Oh, Eternatus V Secret Rare.
Oh my god, I didn't expect that.
Oh man, that hit hard.
I don't have this card.
Somebody hit that card.
I had the VMAX version.
Look at that art. It's full
Well
gold.
done. Water.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same.
Let's go with the water. We're fighting again. Oh, double.
Wait a minute. I see something
too.
shiny.
No, you don't.
No.
Yeah, you guys.
No.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my god.
No. Oh, more Pecco VMAX. Okay. You love more
VMAX.
Pecco.
I've got a few of these. It's probably a 10. So far, so good.
Yeah, this is a hell of a ETB.
Okay.
Fighting.
Water.
Oh!
What?
Another amazing rare.
He was talking about how tough it was for her to get amazing rares in this particular set. Phenomenal ETB.
Let's go with metal.
I'm going with lightning. Psychic. Okay, Galarian Wheezy. Oh,
Nice.
baby shiny.
I haven't seen this one before.
Baby shiny. Dark energy.
Oh, indeedy.
I,
She's actually my favorite. I want the VMAX though.
it would be tough now, but if you get another hit, it would just
Right. Every time when I see a fire.
think of the Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of.
You stalled. You stalled. Hold on. Hold on, Sandy. Don't do anything, Sandy. If you can hear us, don't do anything. If you pull the card, don't do anything. We can't see you.
She just hit the Charizard, and we like it. She just hit the Charizard, and we would never know.
Sandy, don't move.
Call her, man. Call her.
Oh my God. You calling her?
And try your call again.
You got a technical error, Sandy.
No.
No, she hit the. How did this happen after you?
Don't move.
Oh,
She's gone. She's gone, and she hit the card. Sandy has no idea what's happening. I think she's still like, oh, the packs are opening. There we go.
Oh, thank God.
My God, what the hell happened? You lost battery?
No,
Please
the
tell me
internet
you
cut
did not-
out.
Did you hit the Charizard?
No, I didn't look at it.
Oh, thank God. Oh my.
Screaming at the microphone. That's it.
I'm sorry, the internet just died.
Oh, that was the worst.
Oh,
It was a dinner.
oh, that's nice.
Are you kidding me?
Ditto.
What a box. No idea the horror that went on for the last 36 seconds.
Is it a real boom?
This would be like, no way, she got another hit. What is like every
I
pack?
think it's a VMAX Rillaboom.
What?
Is this a psychic moment? Because it was a psychic card, wasn't it? Oh, what the hell is that?
Way to end it.
What the squirrel is that?
Is that a pony? Like,
Is that the woolly mammoth? V?
Great.
that is the woolly mammoth.
Cool card. I don't. That's a really cool card.
Wow, this is incredible. The ones that don't collect cards and why such a big craze. Basically, retail price is $49.99, so $50. With the VMAX Charizard or the full art Charizard, it went as high as $1,000. For a Charizard, sold that for about $1,000. People have inflated the prices for all of these ETBs. So for people that are genuinely just want to rip and collect, like me, Bobby, and Anthony, we're paying premium just to get all these ETBs. Lately, I have been paying retail price, keeping this for personal collection. This, I have no idea. I've never seen it before. Cutest thing ever. It's 200, so it's not as bad. It's not bad because Indeedee is like 180, I believe. So it's actually more powerful than Indeedee. This is my favorite card. The V Max would have been awesome, but the V is also cool. But I like Indeedee because she just looks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently Ditto can transform into like anything or fight off anything. An amazing rare. This is something I talked about in the last episode. Really, really, really hard to pull. Hence why it's called amazing rare. Simo Peko. It's kind of look like Pikachu, but not.
All right, so that was episode 2. Some Funkos. We featured comic books for the first time. What an ETB box opening for Sandy and her Annabelle Pikachu. Very excited.
Just call me Cindy.
Sandy. I like to call you Cindy.
I heard Cindy. I mean,
You know you didn't hear it. You know you didn't hear Cindy. He just wants to rile it up. That's Bobby. He riles it up and then he waits in the background as the cannons fight. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing this. Bobby, you want to share where we can find you on social media? Go ahead.
find me at Pack Pulled TCG or comic books _N_arts.
Sandy?
You can find me.
Okay. You can find her at Second Pants or 2ND Pants. And for myself, it's basically my name. At Anthony Pizarro _. We are BackSpace NerdZ, episode 2 in the books. Thank you very much. We will see you in the future. And NerdZ out.
With the Z?
Yeah, with a Z.
With the Z.